the actual fuck. So there is a girl who has special needs who recently got expelled for claiming rape. So, and here's what actually happened. So, a child blamed for her rape. So, there you see. According to Springfield News leader, the lawsuit alleges that when she was in seventh grade Republic Middle School, the girl whose name has been confident, been harassed sexually, assaulted multiple times, and finally raped by a fellow male student while on school grounds during the 2008-2009 school year. It is not clear why school officials refused to believe the story. It is not clear why school officials refused to believe the girl's story, but after repeatedly subjecting to what the lawsuit was intimidating interrogations, officials have allegedly told the child they thought she was lying. Her mother was later told that during a meeting at which the mother was not present, the girl recanted her story. While that may have satisfied school officials, the lawsuit points out that the girl was a special needs student whose school file contained a psychological report saying that she would forego her own needs and wishes to satisfy the requests of others around so she can be accepted. In other words, she may have recanted her story under pressure in order to satisfy the adults who refused to believe her. The lawsuit also states that the girl continued to privately tell her school counselor that she had been raped, and that she finally told the school officials what they wanted to hear because they wouldn't believe her. School officials then forced the girl to write an apology letter to her attacker, a letter they required her to personally hand to him. According to the lawsuit, she was then expelled for the remainder of 2008-2009 school year. This is just unbelievable. Look at this. It says the girl was terrified she would be sexually harassed or raped again in school. And she spent her time during the 2008-2009 school year 2009-2010 school year trying to avoid her attacker. She was repeatedly sexually assaulted by the same boy during the year, but did not make additional reports to school officials because these sexual assaults because she was afraid she would be accused of lying and kicked out of school, much like the previous time she tried to get help. Finally, in February 2010, her attacker was able to hunt her down, drag her to the back of the school library, and rape her. Once again, school officials said they didn't believe her, and when she reported the crime, reportedly telling her that they had already been through this. A physical examination of the victim this time showed a positive finding for sexual assault. According to the assault DNA and semen found on a girl matched the DNA of the boy, who was later taken into custody and pled guilty to unspecified charges in juvenile court. Despite the positive finding of the rape kit, the school officials had one more additional torment in store for the girl. She was suspended for disrespectful conduct and, incredibly, public display of affection. The reason they did this is because the girl is disabled and they want to make sure that she doesn't ruin the school's reputation and stay quiet about the rape. I hope that whole school burns down. I just hope something horrible happens to that school because that school is a horrible, horrible place. I hope all of those teachers get fired, expelled, I don't arrested. I hope the girl gets her justice. If any of these charges in the lawsuit are true, there was an infuriating failure of the school officials to protect the student they are charged with caring for. They're not doing this because the reason they did this is because they're discriminating against people with disabilities. This is fucking obvious. This is obvious disability discrimination right there. A child blamed for her own rape, and a disabled student at that. And even the news articles are showing the same exact thing. Despite the results of the test, the girl was suspended from school for what the school called disrespectful conduct and public display of affection. The reason they're doing this is because she basically told the school, screw you, I'm going to report this. Even though she was afraid she was going to get in trouble. And they wanted to intimidate her, so they suspended her again. Well, thank you for watching. And I hope you feel the same rage I'm feeling right now. And the reason I'm talking quietly, not screaming at the top of my lungs as I would otherwise, is because it's 1:30 in the morning, and I don't want to wake up the neighbors. But I'm super pissed. I've never been pissed like this before. I mean, this is about the second most pissed I've been. First is about the Paul Madrowski case. Well, thank you so much. Bye.